Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your favorite mentor, one and only Forex Hero. I go by the name of Ofentse Ledwaba, and today I'll be showing you guys just a strategy that I didn't want to reveal, but it's one of the best strategies because of your support, and I like to reveal it to you to be able to assist you to become a profitable trader. Make sure you watch it before I take it down. I remove it from the YouTube. So, without wasting much time, please click the like, click the subscribe, and notification bell so that you get notified every time we drop. Let's go. I'm at the chart now, guys. I'll be showing you just the quick way of making sure that you are able to analyze and always making sure you are able to understand the market. In simpler terms, guys, we know the nature of the market. We know how the market moves. Okay, let me actually do this. Let's start on a blank. You have something like this, simply meaning that you have the impulse correction impulse. That way we are saying that the market will push to the upside. So basically what we are trying to say is that we want to trade the market as it moves. We don't want to trade the market while it's still correcting, but you have to understand within the very same correction, you can have something like this. This will be that correction. Okay, and have want to make it bigger. Okay, within the very same correction, remember the correction is coming here. You can have something like this. Understand? And so that way you have to understand that you see these structures, they are almost the same because you see that the market pushed down and it pushed up. But pushing up, you have to understand, is it pushing up in a corrective manner or it's pushing up in a impulsive manner? That will enable you to be able to understand the movement of the market. So that being the case, as you know, we will always take advantage of this movement because if you take into consideration this, you'll see that on the higher time frame you have something like this, but on smaller time frames you'll have this movement. You take this trade. So that will simply assist you in understanding how you're supposed to trade. But remember, when you are identifying this movement, never forget to look at the zones. Never forget to look at your order blocks. If you don't know how to identify your order blocks, you can watch some of my videos. I explain how you can be able to spot those order blocks. Can you see what is happening here? Now I want to show you something. What I'm gonna do because I don't want to have this chart in the date. So now we'll take this and clone this, and then show you where you can say now this is your high, and then this is your lower high. So you can see how we are going down. We're going down in a form of a what? Of a stairs. So, but then I want to show you something that you can be able to identify. You have to see how is the zones communicating with where you are having the highs. Sometimes you have something like this. Can you see we are having a significant zone here? You see the market here pushed and then came back to push, but now the market is below this point. So we are simply saying as long as we are below this line, this point, we keep on going down. So can you see how I was able to identify this? This was impulse correction impulse, but coming down, this was on a higher time frame. Down here, before it pushed up, it was doing what? It was pushing to the downside, and eventually it will do what? It will push to the upside. Let's see. Okay, different. It will push to the upside. So by it pushing to the upside, you are able to understand the movements that are happening, that yes, I can see the bigger picture saying we need to push to the upside. That's the major trend. But currently, what am I looking at? We are looking at, we are having what? A small trend. A trend inside a trend. That's what always we have to understand. And sometimes when you reach this point, you will see that you can have what? There's some sort of information which will lead us to say we are now pushing to the upside. So I'd like you to understand those two things, and then we'll be able to identify them where on the chart. Let's look. Okay, fine. You see now I'm on 1 hour. You can start from higher time frame, but it's actually something that you need to practice, that you should be able to understand the way you can be able to analyze the market where on smaller time frame. So you see, by me having this, I'm simply showing you that we had what? We had a downtrend. We had a downtrend here, and the very same information that we said here, you were expecting what? A move to the downside, but you can see it's a what? It's a correction. So this correction is simply saying the market will push down here, but eventually once it breaks, it will push to the upside. Same scenario as to what I shown you. So looking at this, you can see that the market is pushing down, but inside here we have what? We have opposite trends. I want to show you what I mean by opposite trends, because I'm gonna go to smaller time frame. You'd see that we could have took advantage of this. You see? Okay, let me do this. Okay, fine. Don't wanna draw many lines. Okay, fine. This should be fine. Then let's go to 60 minutes. Voila. Coming to 60 minutes, can you see we were gonna be able to take advantage of this uptrend, this one. But this uptrend is happening where? Inside the big bearish. Because why? Inside this uptrend, you have this movement. You can take this one. Let's see. Take this one, and this one will be around here. So can you see here what you do by and then what? Another one, we are having what? By the break. Another one. So can you see how I actually showed you guys how you're supposed to understand this movie? So make sure you click the like, subscribe, and notification bell, because this video, guys, I made it for you. I'm definitely sure that majority of you will be making a lot of money. If all of you pay attention, all of you will be making money using this strategy, understanding the bigger picture, coming into smaller time frames, understanding that within the very same small time frame, you can have what? The movements that will definitely show you that what we are still pushing to the upside, or we're still pushing to the downside. So you need to be aware. So can you see the bigger one? When it reached this point, it started to create what? A corrective pattern. And this corrective pattern was able to show you that we are pushing to the downside. So can you see what happened here? Something like this. So you need to be aware and familiarize yourself with your chart patterns, your reversal patterns. We always share that in our groups, and also you get the knowledge. So you need to understand that here you are showing a sign that what is going to reverse and go to the downside. That's what we always advise. And once it pushes to the downside, what? The mandate changes. Now we are what? We are going with impulse correction to the downside. Something that is, you can see even here. Let me use this brush. Impulse This is a correction impulse, then you have a correction impulse, then correction. So always remember, the market won't just give you very clear scenarios. This was what? The correction and retest. So let's look at this retest, how far it pushed. You see, we have this zone here. You'd know that the market is still what? The market is still below this. It was struggling to break there and break, and now it came below, have to retest and push down. So even if you don't have, let's say I remove this. Okay, I remove this. You would see that the market had broken this, but now it's coming to retest. So it actually assists to have those trend lines. They are used as guidelines. So, but if you like to use some of this, you can be able to understand and be able to see that with the support and resistance and the zones, your supply and demand, you should be able to see the movement. Because look at what happened here. The last point. So we come here and then we come and retest this last bullish candle, which is the order block. It comes here, then it comes again here to retest. You sell, pushes to the downside. You understand? So it comes again here, the last, let's say, the last bullish before it pushed. Then what does it do? Again, same thing. Same thing. What does it do? Comes here, retest, then retest forms a formation. So you would see that you can at most have your trades at the top here. So from me, your favorite mentor, your one and only Forex Hero, I'm glad I could share this knowledge with you. Please make sure you share with your friends and families. The channel is made for you, and I'll be sharing much more. So please watch the videos, watch the adverts, support, and let's make a killing. Peace.